this is like fun with other, running friends. So I'm like, I'm going to do it because I knew it would put me in a good mood.
You are my BRF.
What's happening, Erika?
There for your victory lap.
Yeah.
Oh!
How did that happen?
How did you do that?
And all of a sudden I go to zip it up and I'm like, why is the zipper in the front right now? 0 out of 10 on the recommendation scale.
I am literally crying from laughter and from so much love. Oh my God.
It's like I see off for your cornhole.
And he just smashed Arnie like that and said, you stay out of this, Arnie. And I thought,
But I don't run to stay sober. I get to run because I am.
And there she was, a halo over her head.
No, it's not very true. Okay. And he steps to the side and just gestures. Here's the tinkle pot. I don't need to tinkle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to episode 167 of the On the Runs podcast. What a beautiful couple days we had. The rain went away. It's back a little bit, but at least my basement is dry, and I'm wicked excited to be back here on a Friday. Let's go! Before we get to everything we have in this episode, I need to say hello to my kick-ass rock star of a co-host, 6-star Erika. What's up?
How can you not be pumped up on a Friday with that kind of energy coming from you? Whatever you're doing, tell me. I need some of that. Is it the Celsiuses?
Yeah, it's the Celsius.
Okay. I'm listening.
It's also the fact that I don't celebrate Thursday because Thursday's not Thursday. Thursday is Friday Eve, and I get so excited for Friday on Friday Eve. But
yes,
hey,
you do.
you're not the only one here. And I typed a whole intro for her, and I think we're going to read it, but she's sticking around for the entire episode. So,
Hell yes.
Are you ready for our next guest?
I am more than ready. Let's bring her on.
Our next guest on the pod is a pod fan favorite who is crushing her 6-star journey and on track for her 4th star this fall in the New York City Marathon that I am running, by the way. This past year, she got redemption on Boston, and she's the leader of the Marathon Mathletes, a group that I am really excited to be a part of this year, as the Mathletes are running for Team Force in the 2025 New York City Marathon. She's here to talk all about it and all about everything we're doing to fundraise and get everything out there for Team Force. We are wicked excited to have her back. Jennifer Ouellette, welcome back to the On the Runs podcast.
Wicked excited to be here. So excited. Can't wait to chat about everything that's happened and what's going to happen. So awesome.
We are so happy to have you, Jen. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen your smiling face since you stopped by our mile 19.2 cheer station on the Boston course, and you were looking fabulous that day. Spirits were high. You were doing awesome, and I just hope that carries on to all your races this year.
Thank you. I had it mapped out where it was going to be. On the back of my hand, I was like, all right, so I have people here. Mile 19.2. Had to make sure I put the 0.2 so I could start looking around mile 19. I was so excited. I could hear you guys before I saw you guys. So that was the best part. I knew where you guys were just by the sound of you.
Yes.
That makes me so happy.
If you remember, you ran Boston last year. You didn't have a good day. I don't even remember if you really stopped to say hi, but you weren't having a good day, and you got redemption this year. You absolutely did. Tell us about it.
Oh, last year, 2024, was so hot. I felt sick at mile 12 and just kept trying to push through just to get to the end. So it was miserable. I tried to get the crowds to pump me up, but I was just like, just get me to the end. Mile 26.2, I can get there. And then this year, it started off a little rocky. I forgot my watch, and it was a little bit oh no, that anxiety was filling me up. And I texted my Mathletes, and everyone was so had words of encouragement, oh, just go out there and run and have fun. And that was my plan to begin with. So just to have them say it was that's what I needed at 6 o'clock in the morning was just go and have fun and just enjoy it, enjoy the crowds, and enjoy Boston. So that's what I did. And Joan, who I stay with, Joan Shaughnessy, she had this Fitbit tracker thing, and she gave it to me. It was barely charged, and it was kind of a comfort, a little hug on my wrist from her. it'll be there with you. I had no idea how to work it, but I like pressed go. I saw Yuki at the start, and she was in my corral, and it was just like those little like family like connections were like started me, and like all those nervous energy just like washed away. And Yuki's like, you just took off, and we're like on a mission, and I just like got the crowds going. I was like, let's go, come on, bring us a bell. And at mile like 13, I just happened to like ask the guy next to me. I was like, do you know what our pace is? And he like looked at me, he's like, well, mine's in kilometers. And I was like, oh, well, just let me know.
Mathletes. Yeah, you're the perfect one for that.
And he's like, he kind of like does the math for me in his head. Of course, I'm like a mathlete. I should know how to do math, but I don't, because that's not really why we're mathing. And he's like, I think in miles we're at a 7:10. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And I did not feel like that I was running that fast, first of all. I just felt like I was just running and enjoying it. I gave friends hugs at mile 8 to Regina in Aviva. And then I knew like Eddie and our family and friends, Chris and Matt and Shayna and Eddie's mom and Brianne and Mike were all there. And I was like, I just can't wait to get to mile 15. I'm so excited to see them. I'm having the best time. And I got there. I just like, chilled with them, tried to hand out a salt tab to other runners. Like, salt tab, anyone? And nobody wanted my salt tab, but I took it with me. I gave it to someone that needed it eventually. And then I knew to start looking for you guys. So that was like, yeah.
Look at you. Look at that smile right there. You were, by the way, you were walking backwards at this point. This is as you're walking away, turning around. You're like,
I was like, yeah. I took some gummy bears with me from you guys. Those are great to have at the finish line. Oh, it was just a fun race. Like the crowds were awesome. And just seeing everybody this year, like really got me pumped up and energized. And then like, it was like, when I knew I was like a mile away from whoever I was going to see, I was like, I got to run there. I want to see them so much faster. So it just like sprinted there, hung out for a minute, and then like sprinted away. And it was awesome. I had a great time. And even the recovery afterwards, I felt like I could definitely run like a marathon tomorrow. I didn't, but
you could.
Well, that is how you do Boston, everybody.
Yeah.
Take some notes. That is how you do Boston.
Forget your watch and just let the crowds carry your soul across the finish line. That was just like, I think we're gonna do that every year. Like the amount of pressure to like qualify is enough, and just to be there and enjoy it and soak it in and not put that pressure again was just like, oh, it was so freeing.
I love it. And like you said, you're putting in work for other races so you can requalify and just have more fun at Boston. So that's the way you should do it. Boston is the victory lap. Eric loves to say that. So
yeah,
make
it truly was this year. So it was so much more fun.
Yay. Oh, I'm so glad this was a good experience, and there were no code greens along the course. And
I got to see you guys the day before. Or 2 days before at the
Saturday
at Sam Adams.
Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah.
That wasn't
and
planned, but we saw you twice, right?
Love it.
Yeah, we saw you at Sam Adams, and I didn't even know you guys were going to be there. We were just about ready to pack up, just finished like eating our snack and heading back to the car. And like it was Corey Gerard's first Boston like running. He's volunteered for many years, and he didn't have anybody to go to the expo with. My people that I was supposed to go with kind of like plans changed, and I was like, I'm just going to go down and like go in, go out. And that was like my plan. And then I got a message from him the day before, and we made a whole day of it. And it was like, again, like celebrate Boston, did all the things like the expo, the shopping, the take the picture with the unicorns, take a picture at the finish line. Like it was also great to see it because he hasn't experienced it, to see it through someone else experience it for the first time. So like I did that with Sammy last year, Sammy Venture, and then again with Corey. It was just those moments are like, that's why I want to do it.
That's such a special thing. Like the first Boston you have is just so incredible, and to soak in every moment you can, especially with all the photo ops. Like he's going to be able to remember those forever now. And his first Boston.
Yeah,
that was so great. That you guys
anybody
could do that together.
Needs a photographer for their first Boston Expo, hit me up. I love it. I'm like, go over here, over there, over there. Do you want to wait in that long line, or do you want to do this over here?
Well,
Perfect.
The other thing we're going to get to, if anyone needs someone to help fundraise, you're their girl too, because you're freaking amazing at that. We're going to get to that.
Nailing it.
Because you are also should I give you the title of team captain or team leader of the Marathon Mathletes? Like, do you have that title, or is it like this a group thing, a co-captain thing, or just like you're just, hey, I know I've done this before. I'm going to take the lead here, take initiative, because last time you were on, you talked a little bit about the Marathon Mathletes, and you got all the Mathletes on the same team for the New York City Marathon. And I am very fortunate and lucky to be included in that group.
So I don't like wanting to be the leader because we lead each other. Like every Saturday when we run, it's like whether I'm training or Jenna's training or Lindsay's training, or it's like Chris's first marathon, someone needs a long run, someone needs a progressive run. Like we're all training together. So when we get together, it is like a group. It's a family where they're supporting everyone in any aspect. So like we put it together. What do you need this weekend? Do you need like someone to run with you? Do you need a pacer? Are you doing a specific workout? So it is like a group effort. And with the fundraising, I didn't even start the force. That was Sammy for Venture. She's like, I got these bibs. I have an in with Force Charities. We can take like 10 people. So she was the one that put that all together.
Oh, wow.
And it was not sadly, but she has a very big happy moment this year that she is, and it's already out there on social media, so I'm not bursting anybody's bubble, but she's expecting a baby, little baby boy Parker. So that's super exciting. We have our own little mini mathlete coming.
Oh,
I didn't know this.
You have to have a onesie made or something.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Sammy Preventure to us on the pod is Sammy Sulia.
Yes.
I like college Sammy Sulia. But yeah, Sammy Preventure is having a baby boy.
Yeah.
You said his name is Parker? That's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So she decided to take more family time, especially through the summer and the fall, to focus on that, building her family, and less on running and marathons. So I have done fundraising for the past couple of years for different charities. So I had ideas in the back of my mind that if I did get into another charity for a big race, I knew what I wanted to do. And what made it even more special was that I get to do it with everyone that I train with every week. And then it's bringing in their family and their friends to make it even more epic every single time. So we've set up like tons of different events, which are exciting. So we've been doing yoga every second Monday of the month at the Backyard Brewery at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And not only did the Mathletes bring me running, they've also introduced me to several awesome yoga instructors that also love running. So Nikki, Allie, Mary, Tammy, and Sabrina have volunteered their time to host and inspire us through yoga for an hour once a month. And so far, these past 3 sessions have been wonderful. I feel like I've learned a lot, not just like on like yoga itself, but like balancing, core strength, that I really should be stretching a lot more than once a month. And even just this past month, Mary even read us a beautiful Mary Oliver poem, Evidence, and it was just like, to end that session, it was just beautiful. So it was great. Been so excited to have those monthly. And then this Sunday, I'm co-hosting with my coworker Rochelle from the Backyard. She has Boards and Broom Charcuterie company, and she is gonna teach everyone how to make charcuterie board. And then I'm gonna teach how to make 4 different cocktails with my friend Jeff, who has graciously donated the supplies and these very fancy Mathletes glassware for us that you get to keep at the end of the event too. So very excited for that.
Now that's in 2 days.
Yeah.
Are there any spots left?
I can double check with Rochelle if she hasn't already finalized the supplies. So we have to buy the meat and cheese so it's fresh. But if people do want to get in, they can message me or you, and we can try to sneak them in. Even if someone backed out, we might be able to sneak them in. It's $60 a person. So that does pay for the meats and cheese and the board and the supplies. And then the other half goes towards our donation for Force Charities. So
Now let's talk about this because, well, on Monday of earlier this week, there was 4 spots left. So possibly those have filled up too. But let's talk about yoga night and this night, and we'll talk about more in a moment. But the yoga nights are the second Monday of every month. So the next 3 yoga nights are June 16th, July 14th.
Yes, that one got a little messed up because of Jen got messed up the math, and it's the 3rd week of June. So June 16th is the 3rd week, but every other one is the 2nd week. So
okay, so June 16th. Okay, so June 16th, July 14th, and August 11th. I will be at all 3 of those. I've missed the first 3 because, believe it or not, I actually had all those Mondays already scheduled back in January for the podcast. So I'm going to be at the next couple. They're at the Backyard Brewery. There's a place upstairs that it happens at, right?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So we use the function room upstairs. We set it up so all the tables and chairs are away. It's a peaceful place for yoga. And we also have several companies that have donated for electrolytes for us too. So not only do you get to sip and sample while you're doing yoga, you get to take something home with you. So Bloom has graciously donated us some green probiotics. And then Noon, some electrolytes from Noon, and some more electrolytes from LMNT. We've had those for a while now. So those are the salt ones from them too. And you get a variety pack from each one. So you can come in, do yoga. It's $30 donation and get some free electrolytes.
Now something, so Erika, by the way.
Can we go?
You
Can we
have those nights open.
Yay,
because
okay.
it's always open for recording, and I'm purposely not scheduling anyone on those nights.
The admin did well.
One of those 2 nights, I hope to bring the recorder and microphones, and we could record after yoga night if it works out, Jen, where we can do that. If there's a space and we can have some other Mathletes on, we'll do like a big extended Tros or something, or maybe a full episode really pumping the tires for a big event coming in August on August 2nd. We'll get to that. But now I want you to tell everyone, you're not receiving all this money just for your fundraising. This money that's coming in through the yoga nights and other charity nights we have and raffle nights, and there's other ones we're going to get to, it's being divided up between the 8 of us. Explain that and explain how you're managing all of this.
So as a group, I really wanted to put everything together. So I've not only been doing my own fundraising and having coworkers and family and friends donate to me, but with these group events that we're hosting together, I've been putting that aside. My Venmo is specifically for donations. So every night, I still have to do this Monday night. I'm just falling behind a little bit, but I have the math all situated. Mathletes. Really got to build up my math rep here.
Hey, you're doing great.
And dividing it up through everybody. So everyone gets a portion of it because it's not just me advertising. Everyone's advertising for it. Everyone's bringing family and friends to these events to make them great, to make them successful, and for people to keep wanting to come back to, which has been great. So it's not just like people have been coming to one yoga. They've been coming to 2 yogas, 3 yogas, and now they want to come to the charcuterie board because it's a family. It's family, friends, and everyone's welcome. So I really wanted to make it a welcome event because the Mathletes we're very welcome to having people come on Saturdays with us. We have been getting faster, which is amazing, and building a stronger community that I wouldn't even mind setting up like 2 groups. So we do like 2 loops and like one group is a different pace than the other group, just so it is still that welcoming, smiling community.
You are so nice to always invite me to those things too. Like I love you.
I'm gonna get you there one day.
You will. I promise. I appreciate it.
Well, I love that you've taken the lead on this because I've always said, hey, fundraising to me is not fun, but this is a stressful
thing.
Yeah, this is a lot more fun. And I'll be honest, God, I need to thank you so much because you've taken, I call you the team captain, but really just because you have taken the lead on all of this and you're like so organized and so structured and you have a spreadsheet with everything here. I'm looking at this. There's over 37 line items that are going to be part of our raffle night. There's everyone's thinking of all these cool ideas. Whether we started this in like February, we thought of like, let's do a ski night at McIntyre. Well, the snow melted pretty fast, so we didn't do that. There's going to be a skate night. We're talking pickleball or cornhole tournaments possibly, and all these things that are happening. We'll have dates, and we'll put all the dates in the show notes if they're available right now. But how do you come up with these? And what I really want to get at is actually, how do you approach all these companies? Let's talk cornhole. Let's talk pickleball. Let's talk, how do you reach out to these brands to get them to donate stuff and just give you free product for these giveaways?
So I've been doing it for 3 years. So I did have a list to build off of every year. And I know that if I don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So I have to go in knowing that they are most likely going to say no, but there's going to be that one chance that they're going to say yes. So that's what I'm hoping on, is that they're going to say yes, or they want more information, and that I can provide them more information. So I have an email template. And I always thank the companies that donated years before, thank them for contributing. And now I have a new charity that I'm running for. Would you be open to doing the same thing you did before, if not more? So thanking them for their kindness and generosity before, because I know sometimes over the years, they've already given to so many that like, oh, we can't do 100, but I can give you 25. And I was like, anything will help, $1, anything. Even just your response. It makes me feel better that you actually read my email. So that's always helpful. But coming up with the ideas, the yoga idea came up because I met all these great yoga instructors at a yoga retreat that Sammy invited me to. And it was like, I want to get them involved, and they're so willing to be involved. And they came running with us, and now they're a part of the Mathletes, and we go hiking, and we see each other at REI, and we're like, let's plan something else. And I was like, what would you say if I hosted a yoga night at the backyard? So just thinking I was going to do one, and that was it. And they're like, what if we each did one? And I was like, yes, let's do that. And so they each had the opportunity to teach a class. And then a coworker of mine, Tammy, she just became a yoga instructor. She's like, I would love to do that. I need more yoga hours. And like, she brought in Sabrina, and she's like, I have this another friend that also wants to do that. So it's like, it's just building that community. And then the cocktail and charcuterie board night just was like an idea I had from bartending. Like, I would love to host something and like be able to teach other people something that I really like to enjoy. And my coworker Rochelle was telling me about like how she does like charcuterie boards, and she has her own company and she builds them and teaches people. And I was like, do you want to co-host something together? Because I have this idea that it could be really cool. And she was like, 100%, let's do it. And charcuterie boards are so big right now. It's like a adult Lunchable. Like, who doesn't love that? That was my favorite thing. If going on a field trip, I was like, Mom, can I please get a Lunchable like for this field trip? And now it's like, I get to have them every day if I wanted. And Jeff Apri, he is our vendor through the backyard. He's become a really close friend, him and his wife, Amy. They're not just like regulars that come in. We talk about life and their kids and their family and what's going on. He has been so graciously generous over the past couple of years doing grand prizes for my raffles in the past, that he was so excited that it was a big group thing. He's like, let's make this bigger and better. What can I do? And I really feel like I'm pulling a lot out of him this year, like donating glassware and shakers and the liquor for this event, that I'm so grateful for that. And I never want to abuse any sort of relationship that I've built, because I want it to be very transparent. Like, it's not for me. I'm donating everything to a charity, and I just want to make it so that like people want to come, because if you just donate $10, you're just donating $10, but to get something out of it, that you're learning something else, I feel like that's really cool too. So not only like you get to learn yoga, even if you're passionate about yoga, you get a new instructor, you get a new vibe, you get new inspiration. And then like learning charcuterie and cocktailing, it's a big thing right now. Like, show off to your friends this summer, like shake it up, mix it up, make something fun. So that's going to be a really fun class on Sunday. I'm super excited, a little nervous to speak in front of everybody, and I hope I don't break anything, but very excited.
Well, I think you got the speaking part down. I think you'll be fine. Just knock on wood, no broken anythings.
Yeah. I don't juggle the glasses or anything, so
You're good.
hopefully no
You're
one's
good.
thinking I'm going to flare or anything. So
I don't know, that might be fun to see. If you try, get it on video. Now, we almost had a Code Brown. And as we all know, Code Brown is in a oh crap moment. So we're planning this charcuterie night, right? And the cocktail, mocktails and everything. And you're getting ready. And then a couple of days ago, you're like, oh crap, it might not happen. We might have had a little Code Brown moment, but we happen to know someone who's a goalie on a field hockey team. And there's somebody in the know that kind of saved everything. Tell us
What
about this little story.
happened?
So there was just some miscommunication on how the liquor was coming into the backyard. And so because the backyard has a liquor license, because they're a functioning restaurant with a liquor license,
Mhm.
the law in New Hampshire is like you can't bring an outside liquor into a licensed facility. It's a no-no. I already knew that. I had known that, but Jeff is our vendor, so he was bringing it in and donating it. It was like crossing a line, but not in a way. And we just had to kind of talk it through and know the law. So Mark, who has been our field hockey goalie for, I want to say, I've been playing with them for almost 5 years. And he is our liquor commissioner in New Hampshire. And I have his number, so I called him up on his personal line.
Good
I was like,
to
I
know.
apologize to be doing this in the middle of the day, but I just need to clarify and make sure this is something that we can do. I don't want to put the backyard into any situations that's going to prevent them in their business and hurt them in any way. I work there. I don't want them to lose their liquor license. I don't want to lose my job. I love working there. I think they're a great family restaurant, and I want to support them because they support me so much. So we just made sure that the law was clear, which was made in 1938.
Oh my gosh.
So not super clear, but Mark was able to walk it through with me and talk to Joya and Marcus and Christina and make sure that this was 100% okay. We are doing a fundraising event. It is a donation. So Jeff and Joya in the backyard had to discuss everything on how it was going to happen, and it's going to happen, and it's going to be great. And now we just know the law a little more clearly than we did on Monday. But it's all good. I was very stressed and I was like, I'm going to have to give all this money back. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've never had to return it before. So it's all clear. We're good to go. Rochelle and I are going to prep on Saturday and get everything all measured out, because that is a big thing too. Since Rochelle and I are certified bartenders, we are going to pour all the liquor into measured cups, and you are going to mix. So it's going to be a little more chemistry versus you doing a free pour yourself and giving yourself 3 shots of vodka. I'm going to give you the right amount, and you're going to mix it in your shaker, and then you're going to sip it. And we got lots of free samples too from other vendors like Athletic Brewing. I have some samples of their beers and a couple special ones for you there. Bloom Nutrition, again, not only did they donate their probiotics and collagen, they also donated their sparkling Bloom seltzer. So we're going to have some samples of that. And then we'll have the noon electrolyte tablets as well. And then the LMNT, they come in packets. I believe it's 6 to 8. I haven't really counted. I've just been drinking them. They're all delicious. There's some great flavors. So to make our margarita, we're going to take those and you're going to mix your own flavored margarita with those. And so you're going to create your own flavor palette with that for your margarita for Sunday. So it's going to be super fun, a little salty, but I feel like everyone needs a little extra salt in their life. So it's going to be a great time and lots of different samples. And then we're going to have a little raffle too, a surprise raffle that someone will walk away with a great prize.
Yeah, that sounds like an amazing night. You guys are going to have such a blast. And I mean, even if the liquor didn't work out, you got some pretty good mocktails there too.
Yes, I did have a backup plan to make strictly mocktails. And if anybody is signing up late and you are just a mocktail drinker, or even coming to the event, all the drinks that I'm going to make are mocktail friendly. So you can have mocktails. I'm a mocktail drinker, so we will walk through on how to make it mocktail and classy and fun and feel like you're still refreshing this summer, and a cocktail so everyone leaves a light buzz, not a heavy buzz, a nice light buzz.
Perfect.
And you can enjoy some meats and cheeses that Rochelle has picked out and designed for us.
You can't go wrong. That's perfect.
Yeah. perfect Sunday afternoon. And if you're a little hungry, come for lunch before at the backyard or stay for dinner at the backyard because it's 2 to 4. So that perfect time spot, lunch before or dinner after. And the patio, if it's not raining, will be open. Erika, you've run New York, right?
Yes, I have. I've done it twice actually, and
Okay.
it is a vibe. It is so fun.
I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous on the logistics part of it and where to stay. And that's been a hot topic with the Mathletes on where to stay. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure. So both times I have stayed very close to Bryant Park. I believe that's the park where they have the buses.
Okay.
Because I was coming down with my boyfriend and he's not a runner. And Bryant Park is probably like, so where we were staying, it was maybe like a 0.1 mile walk from there. So that's your morning. Like basically leave the hotel, get on a bus, they drive you to Staten Island. And then post race, I think it was about a mile walk, which I didn't have a problem with just because it allowed me to shake out my muscles. So I didn't like stiffen up right away.
Yeah.
So it was like a nice relaxing walk back from the finish line. So everything was very walkable.
Bryant Park.
I don't think we had to take any subways at all, but I really liked that area. I can look into it and find out. I know one of them was like the Hilton Garden Inn.
You like Hilton's?
No, Courtyard. Maybe it was a Courtyard Marriott, but it was like the Times Square one, which isn't actually in Times Square. It's just kind of on the outskirts, but it was still only like a 0.2 mile walk to where the buses were. And then the other one was like right across the street. I think that one might have been a Hilton, but some real nice places to stay. And yeah, I can totally look into that for you.
That's my goal, is to get us in a good hotel for New York, something close that we can all afford or group afford too. Like if we need to double up in some rooms.
I think that will probably be a good idea if you need to get multiple rooms with multiple people, because they do jack up the prices for that weekend, of course. But if you're splitting a room with a few people, it's not going to be too bad. So
I got my sister's couch if you know. All right, well, that's all exciting. We got more exciting things. One, the podcast has our first sponsor ever. All right, how that deserves one of these. We have to thank, we talked about this the other day, but it is now official. We have to thank Don from My Race Tats. We all know Don from the beginning of the year and his beautiful My Race Tats tattoos, the glitter ones too. He also has some other cool fun things. Don is donating for our big raffle night 2 starter pack kits and 2 $50 gift cards. Now, that's really cool, but let's talk about something else that is even cooler. Not only did he donate to My New York City Fundraising individually, thank you, Don. Don is going to be one of our presenting sponsors from now into the New York City Marathon for the Tros, the intro and the outros, right? And what is he doing? When we had him on, a lot of you guys all took the code on the runs and you got like a discount, right? I think it was 10%. Maybe it was 15, right? So now we changed that up a little bit, okay? We are now an affiliate for My Race Tats, and everyone who uses our affiliate link that you will find in the show notes, and if you buy My Race Tats off that affiliate link, 15% of that sale is going towards Team Force.
Amazing.
How cool is that? So, hey, this is how I've approached this fundraising thing. I've brainstormed. I'm like, okay, I don't use my personal page for this stuff ever. I might have to start doing it. And then I thought, okay, a couple of these brands are asking to be sponsors. They want to donate product. And I'm like, well, I kind of want money for doing this, right? Do you blame me? Not a lot of money, but a little, cover a cost. Instead, I spun it to say, hey, why don't you donate towards our fundraising efforts for Chicago, for New York, for Team Force? And Don's like, absolutely. So he's not the only company that has said they'll do this, but he is the only company so far that has committed to doing it. So thank you, Don. Thank you, My Race Tats. Erika, I think you got some My Race Tats. Tell me about them. Did you get them? What ones did you get?
So I had to pick and choose. I got a couple of stickers and they say I am Ultra because, hello, I am Ultra. So I'm very excited to pop those all over my water bottles and such. And then I got the ones that say forward is a pace because that is a personal mantra of mine that I have adopted from our good friend Bex Gentry. And it's true. Forward is a pace. No matter how fast you're going, just keep going forward and you will get there. So I'm going to be taking those into my race season this summer and fall. And yeah, but I will definitely be back. They have so many good choices from my race stats that like, how do you actually choose?
Right.
It's hard to make a decision.
And then after the big fundraising, the big raffle night, we are going to do an on-air giveaway where we're going to give a lucky listener some My Race tats. We're working on that right now, but we're going to activate that partnership after the raffle night because some of these brands had options just to be part of it up until the raffle night. Mm-hmm. Some of them had the option to donate more and help out more and be this partner with the podcast until the New York City Marathon. And Dawn took that. So we're going to even have some things with My Race tats after. And we might have just struggled through that. I don't know. Do we call it an ad read? But our hope is whenever a brand comes on, all our ad reads are live and true. We'll talk about the products that we've had. We have a few other products to talk about. Jen, you sent me a spreadsheet. It's not the first time sending it to me. So thank you for doing it again because I keep asking.
Jenna's on top of things, man. Give her more
I had
credit.
to actually request that one from Jenna, so please thank Jenna. She was saving it for me.
Hey, Jenna.
So
Jenna is also the amazing team captain, and her basement is filled with everything. I have Patrick donated his book. His book is in Jenna's basement. My race tats are being sent to Jenna's basement. I'm like,
Jenna
please do
Mason
not
is just
send these to me.
Housing everything.
Yes, she is amazing. We have brands here like Flip Belt, which I love. It's the only product I bought at the Boston Run Show a couple years ago. We have Float New Hampshire, Limited Electrolytes, Noon, Planet Fitness. We have this startup company called Dad's Wine Rack. It's amazing. You should check it out. We have art companies, Shady Hill Farms, so many, the Zoo, Tuckaway Tavern, Palace Theater. We have so many cool companies, Sky Zone, like Chunkies. Skydive, Pepperell, New Hampshire. Want to go skydiving? You guys want to go?
My uncle won that last year, and my mom and him went skydiving together.
Nice.
Guys, I've read maybe not even 10 of these 40. There's more. I promise you there's more. Because my race tats isn't on this list yet. There's 2 other brands that have said yes so far. We just haven't gotten it that I've reached out to. We're just trying to get them to sponsor the podcast, just like my race tats. So we have more brands we're working on. I have Erika working on her cousin right now to help us out. That's a pretty cool brand. So, hey, this is awesome. Let's talk about the raffle night, August 2nd at the Backyard Brewery. Tell us about this night.
So this will be my 4th annual raffle night. It's going to be bigger, badder. So many exciting things happening. We have a silent auction this year as well for some vacations that Jenna and Kelly Friedis, another friend of theirs, gave me the information. They sent sponsorship stuff. So super excited to have more information on that. We have Firefly Recovery, which is a startup recovery band. You put it around your leg and it sends vibrations through. I just found mine because I'm in the middle of a move and I'm really excited to start using it, especially after the Mount Washington race or even right before it. But they not only donated a starter pack for the raffle, they donated a starter pack for each of the Mathletes running the New York City Marathon, which was amazing.
I just got mine 2 days ago. I'm so excited
to try to post on social media about so everyone knows what it is and everyone wants to win it at the raffle. So that is an exciting prize. I'm really want to start using. I just didn't want to start before I moved and somehow lost a piece. So it's still in the box. I just found it. It's on my dresser actually right over there. So very excited to use that one. Jenna Mason, I know, has tried it and she is like, oh my God, this is awesome. So Firefly Recovery, if you haven't heard about them, look on their website. Amazing product for runners and any athletes.
Okay.
I want to give a huge shout out to Matt from Blueprint for donating our awesome running hats with our Marathon Mathlete logo that Jenna and Kelly from A Good Pair Marketing designed for us. So you'll see us running in these, wearing them around town. They're going to be, the logo that they created will also be on all our signage for our events and the glasses that Jeff is donating as well for the charcuterie and cocktail making class too. So lots of sponsorships, not only from far away, but from close to home too, are awesome. So big shout outs to all the local brands that have sponsored and are still waiting to hear back from us, but also to across the nation. So not only do I reach out to people like within a 20-mile radius, I reach out to anybody I see that I feel like would be willing to or open to, or a product that I really love. Like, I like LMNT, so I reached out to them and be like, would you be willing to donate a sample? And to just get a response is the biggest thing. That, yes, let me look into that for you, is the nicest response we can get. And then some companies have also offered promo codes. So at the raffle, because they don't have an expiration date, I will have a table of just promo codes people can take, and they can use them for different brands too. So that, like, chicken legs running shorts, they couldn't give us a free pair of running shorts, but they were able to give us a 20% off promo code. So those will be available as well for people that come to the raffle. So different promo codes from different companies too.
That's super cool. You guys have such a great array of stuff. Like, how do you even choose? I am personally blown away by the fact that you have a silent auction for vacations. Like, what? Can you give an example of one of the vacations that you have on for Raffle?
I don't have the packet in front of me, but it is like a 7-day vacation,
So
all different
legit.
resorts.
Wow.
And you just have to pay for your airfare for it.
Dang.
So the fine details will be along with it. So that will be something definitely to read, because I do feel like there are blackout dates for it. But there are many locations, and we'll have them all laid out, and it's basically a silent auction. Someone starts it off with like $25, $50, like $100, and then at the end of the night, it's a 2-hour event. So who's ever the highest bidder at the end of the night, that's who's going to win that specific vacation.
Man, you can just see the amount of work that you guys put into this, and it's
All
gonna be
her and
such a
Jenna and the rest of the team. Don't give me credit.
You can see how much work Jen and Jenna and the rest of the Mathletes, minus Eric, have put into this. And honestly, it's going to be a complete success. I'm so happy for you guys.
I'm happy to do it. I know that, like, the amount of effort that I'm putting in, I can't reach as many people as everyone can as a team. So I may be putting in like 100% effort on today, but then someone else on the team, Chelsea, is copying my post and putting it out to her group of friends. So I may only reach like 3 of her friends, but she's putting out to thousands of her friends. And then those thousands of people are going to tell another 5 people. And then it like builds and builds and builds. So if I was doing it by myself, I'm only reaching the network that I can reach. And let me tell you, my network of people are the people that I'm already running with. So they're already bought in. They already know who I am. It's spreading it out like worldwide. And we're getting people like to coming from our events that I don't know. And it's great just to see them, especially repeat. I don't want to call them offenders, but repeat people that come back to yoga and then like want to come to another event. And then we'll see them again in August for the big raffle. And it's just awesome. So it is a lot of time and energy, but it's for a great cause. And that's what matters in the long run. It's not just so that I can run the New York City Marathon. It's so that we can run the New York City Marathon, and we are donating to a great cause of Force Charities to hopefully one day end cancer, because cancer not only affects like one person that has cancer, it affects their entire family. And I know that deep down because my mom has cancer, and it
Currently?
was a huge thing.
Right now?
She's in remission right now.
That's awesome. Good, great.
So it was a huge thing during 2020, and I couldn't see her for an entire year because she was in captivity, isolation.
It feels like captivity. COVID
She's
was
like
weird.
in the zoo.
Yeah.
So it was really hard. And not only does my mom have cancer, I know people's parents with cancer. I know friends my own age that have cancer. So it affects everybody in different ways. So someone else's mom might have cancer and you will feel something totally different than how I felt when my mom had cancer. So just being able to fight that and like end something would be amazing. Or even more research to help create different ways to treat it so you're not in so much pain, or making them feel more comforted, or anything just to like help in any way. So, or test it sooner rather than later to save a life.
And we hope to have some people on from Team Force later on this summer to talk more about that. Let's remind everybody, Team Force is a national nonprofit devoted to improving the lives of individuals and families facing hereditary cancer. So they're pretty amazing. When I knew this was right, Erika, you'll know this. I don't know if Jen will, but it was when I announced this and I got a DM from Christina Cugaluto. Oh my God, I hope I'm saying that right. But Christina sent me the DM. Was like, yes, Team Force, yes, 100%. And she's put me in touch with a few people who work at Team Force. I'm so happy it was Team Force when I looked up who they were. And we're going to get more into that in another episode. But this is awesome what we're doing. I did not know that Sammy set this up. Like, that was so exciting to hear.
Yeah,
That's how this happened. And it makes me feel more sad now that she's not running.
So it was through her mom. Her mom knows somebody with Team Force. And then Sammy asked us on one run, would anybody want to run with Team Force for the New York City Marathon?
I remember
and
this.
We all were like, yes. And I think at the time, it was myself and Sammy who'd done a major marathon, and Jenna Freitas hadn't run Chicago yet. And then once her and John ran Chicago, they were like all in to run another major marathon. And then like at this point now, it's like we're getting to that point, like it's going to be real. You're going to run a major marathon, and it's going to be the crowds that carry you. And just even going to a marathon, like Jenna Mason went from like a 4-hour marathon down to a 3:27. And she's just like, I am 2 minutes away from qualifying for Boston. Let's go. Like, let's go. I'm getting to Boston next year or the year after. And I was like, yeah, you are. Let's go. All out. Sprint it out. So it's become a thing that we're not just like training to train. It's like we're training and there's goals to it. But it's also like we want to run it together because we've worked so hard to get there too. And to experience those crowds I've just heard are like epic. Like Boston, London, Chicago. I've heard New York is like 10 times deeper of crowd of people. So I'm excited.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be part of the Mathletes too. And you got me thinking there when you talked about Jenna and you're like, let's go. Erika, this soundboard, I need to add Tom Brady saying, let's fucking go.
I approve that.
I need one of those. Now, hey, Erika sadly cannot make the raffle night because she's going to go run another ultra marathon.
Let's go.
But
I signed up before I knew about this, you guys.
Hey, maybe they can change the day of the race because then I could make it too. But for somebody like Erika who can't make this raffle night, and maybe someone can't make a yoga night, maybe this is a worldwide podcast. We have listeners in New Zealand. Like, how could they help out? How could they also feel involved, maybe where they're not just giving money to our foundation, but maybe they could put their name in a pot to win something or anything? Do we have anything for those people who can't make one of these events?
So I actually had the discussion at yoga to do virtual yoga for the next couple of sessions. I have to confirm with the instructors that they feel comfortable with that. And just be able to have a platform, because right now I feel like my only platform that could do a long enough time, because Zoom, you only get like 45 minutes and then it just shuts off on you. Kelly and Jenna do have a business platform as well. We would just have to get everyone's contact information. And then if it was like through a Facebook group chat, I just add everyone through the Facebook group chat that want to do virtual, and just making sure that like the Wi-Fi at the backyard is working. So that would be like something that we can talk about. And we might not be able to get it set up for June, but July and August, that could be definitely something. If I get it set up for June and the instructors are 100% in on it and they feel comfortable being able to instruct, then we could do a practice one in June and then continue it for July and August. The raffle, last year people asked me that, and it was just me running the raffle, and that was a lot. So my mom, the past years, she's been at the table and she's selling the tickets, and my aunt's helping measure them. And so I'm going around and I'm, shaking hands, kissing babies, getting everyone to buy more raffle tickets. So to do a virtual, and mind you, I did bring babies with me to tables. I stole my friend's babies. Not steal them. I don't steal babies. But I brought them and be like, look at this baby. He wants you to buy raffle tickets. Thank you, Jessica, for letting me borrow Finn for the raffle last year.
Parker should be here by then.
Parker will definitely help me sell raffle tickets.
Sammy, we're gonna bring Parker around.
He's gonna sell. We're gonna mooch him.
You can't say no to a cute baby. Come on.
I know. I got a lot of people that were like, "Oh, look at that face." I'm like, "Yeah," and he had a little raffle like string on.
Love it.
Yes. So it was hard to do virtual last year, and it was also I'm not willing to go deliver all these raffle prizes around. So that was a thing. But with more hands on deck, it could definitely be an option, or we could pick specific prizes and do those virtual. So that can be a discussion within the Mathletes, what we feel like we're capable of doing at this event. I know doing it solo, I was not capable of doing all of that by myself, but with 8 more hands, 16 hands in there, it is definitely possible to, because we know we have like the silent auction, we have some grand prizes, and we have some other awesome local prizes. So I feel like some local prizes of someone that lives in New Zealand might not match what they're looking for. But if it's a brand that we can transport across countries or the nation, that would be something that we would have to look into too.
Well, I was thinking, we talked about it off the air, but we mentioned like possibly like win $100, maybe win $200. Maybe that could be a cool virtual one too. I'm just trying to get Erika to throw a bunch of money in, or maybe I love your idea of like 1 or 2 prizes, like this startup company we talked about called Dad's Wine Rack. Like maybe we could have an extra wine rack.
My dad can build you a wine rack.
Yeah. This startup company is going to really take off.
Yeah.
Buy the
I just don't know if we can
now.
ship wine across. I would have to really talk about like what I'm shipping.
So let's talk about the Mathletes, actually. Let's talk about the other 6, because there's 8 in total. So you got yourself and myself here. There are 6 others. And let's start with the twins. And Erika, you're going to love this. They're twins, and they started the company A Good Pair, which is awesome because they're a pair. But it's PEAR, and their logo is a pear, like the fruit, which is better than a fruit phone.
Cute. Yeah. I like it.
Yes. Jenna and Kelly, I've known them for years. We played field hockey together. I'm pretty sure I may have coached them when they were really little because of our age gap. But honestly, they make me feel young. I feel like I'm always the same age. And when I question, like, how we're all like the same age. So we've been playing field hockey for a long time together, and that's how I've known them. We always played summer league together. We do pick up winter league. They followed me on social media and was like, "You're running. I really want to run a marathon." And so they were doing the Manchester City Marathon. And I was like, "Let's go. Yes, let's do it." And Jenna Mason was also running the Manchester City Marathon. So I've also known Jenna Mason from field hockey, and she's the same age as Jenna and Kelly's older sister, Kara. So they also went to high school together and played field hockey together. So field hockey, big bonding. Liquor Commissioner Mark, big bonding with field hockey. So I was just like, well, would you want to come to Manchester and just start running? I have another friend, Sammy Preventure, that we met running Mill City. Sammy and I are running on this Saturday. Would you want to run with us? So we all met at the park, and we ran, and I got lost, and I made them run way too many hills. And they still wanted to run after that, after running when I told them we're going to run 10 miles, and we ran 14 up Wellington Hill. That if you know it, and you never want to run it. But that's how we started our little group together. It was more Jenna, myself, and Sammy for a long time. And then Jenna Friedis kept convincing Kelly, like, come on, you want to run. And then I really think it was when Kelly went to cheer and support Jenna at the Chicago Marathon that she was hooked. She was like, yep, I want to be a part of that. And that's how we got her to come and start training. And she's in Portsmouth, so she's a little bit further away, but I'm hoping with the summer weather, we'll be able to get out her way and get her on the road with us and get her connected with a couple other people out that way. I have 2 friends, Chris, that live out there that trying to get them all into running and they can all run together. And then Jenna and Kelly introduced us to John, Harry John, and he's a firefighter in Manchester, and he was running for a charity for Chicago. They all went to high school together, and so I met him in Chicago, and now he's a mathlete, and he's run with us a couple of times. The first time I met John, we're running at the beach, and I was like, how you feeling, John? He's like, I don't know, I probably shouldn't be in that cold pizza in the car on the way. And I was like, you're going to fit in great. Come on down. So he does great work. He puts in a lot of time without us. Unfortunately, we don't hit the road a lot altogether, but he is definitely a strong runner, and I'm excited to see him in New York hit the road up there too. So, and his family has all come to yoga, and he's invited all the firefighters and all his local friends. And I had a big group on Monday that came in and was like, John, we're here for John. I was like, yeah, you are. Come on in. So they're a good group of people.
Do you guys have a game plan for the marathon itself? Like, are you guys going to be running on your own, or are you going to at least try to get like a group picture in the beginning,
Erika,
what?
It's a race. We're going to win.
Yeah, we're going to win it, Erika.
Whatever we can to win. We're gonna all link arms. We're gonna sprint to be in the start.
Block the entire road. Okay,
right. We're gonna link arms and block
it.
the road.
Yep. We have discussed all running together. We're talking logistics, actually, I think on Monday, about hotels, what people have already looked into for plans and how long they want to stay for. And I would love to run as a group, but I also feel like a major marathon is a big deal. And if you want to run it, that is your priority. And I don't ever want to hold anyone back from that. And I also feel if you want to go at your own pace and enjoy it. Like, that's your moment. You've worked for that. And if you want to run it all together, let's run it all together. I would definitely love to do a picture, do a group dinner, and meet up at the end or the beginning. I have heard New York's logistics are a little intense. So I don't want to ever lose anybody either.
That's
I get
true.
off the races and so
Well, I am so excited to be a part of this team. And my plan, I don't know what my plan is. Like, my sister's running too, but my plan is to hang out with you guys and get the group photo, do the expo, do a lot of fun things. I hope we all do plan to go out for dinner, like the night after we finish the marathon. I can't wait. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited for like this night. Now I feel like I'm going to be more involved. I'm going to be at yoga nights. Let me just read you this list. None of these are 100% confirmed. I just want to read you like some of the things everyone thought of in this group chat. Make a beer. We have roller skating, boxing, situational awareness courses that just like the same one you did, Erika. Golf tournaments, hole in one, longest drive, best ball, pie in the face contest. Can we still do that? That would be amazing. Guess the baby weight. We had a car wash, but it's a bikini car wash idea too. Like that. No. Jen's like, no.
She's like,
No.
Eric's the only one in a bikini for that one.
What? No. No, all of us together. Run with the Mathletes, a 5K for fun, a skiing night, like sponsor a mile, guess my fastest mile. So many cool things that you guys came up with. $200, 200 squares. Yeah, and he thinks it's a great idea too, as you just heard him.
Our first like brainstorming like night when we were all talking, I just took down every single idea. I called a bunch of places. I already knew I didn't know I had the backyard. I did have to ask them permission to allow us all my crazy ideas, yoga, cocktails, and charcuterie board making class and the raffle, just to keep having things. I used to host the raffle in March, so I had to confirm if I could still do it in August or if that date was like set in stone. So it's also been a lot of coordinating time and around people's schedules to know like Monday nights is the best night, or and also coordinating our talks all together. And then Reaper Cornhole, my mom plays cornhole with them, and they've been so wonderful. I really do hope we get to have an event with them. I know I'm getting to that burnout stage of like, oh, I've been moving and training and new job and fundraising. So I would love if other people want to take on something else from our group to 100% support them and give them that information too. If anyone has like another idea, like let's do this, I'm all 100% ready to support, but I feel like my event coming to an end of I'm going to hand off the torch if someone else wants to
See,
put
Eric,
another
there
event
you go.
on
You get to do your own event. You get to coordinate some stuff. Take some weight off of Jen's shoulders.
I'll do it if you do it with me, Jen, because you're freaking amazing. You're a pro. Even if you're not running the race, I'm going to grab you and be like, I need you to help me fundraise and put on these events. You're freaking amazing. You're the best. Thank you so much for all that you have done so far. All that is to come. I can't wait for yoga because I was actually talking to someone the other day. I did yoga 2 to 3 days a week before COVID, and I haven't done it since. So I just need more yoga in my life, and I need more of the Mathletes in my life and run more miles with you and get faster like you because you guys are freaking speedy fast. This has been so much fun just chatting with you first off and then talking about these fun fundraising events. Guys, August 2nd, let's remind them right now, August
Save the
2nd,
date.
what time, Jennifer, at the Backyard Brewery in Londonderry?
It is 6 to 8, Backyard Brewery. It's going to be an awesome event. Come for dinner, reserve your table, come sit at the back bar. We're going to have all the raffle items upstairs. And so it's going to be a little different than the years past for those that have come. So have your dinner, enjoy your times with family and friends, go upstairs, put your tickets in the raffle baskets. At 8 o'clock, I'm going to ring my bell, because I have a bell. Ring my bell, announce everybody to go upstairs, stand in that little room with us, and the winners will be announced. And I hope that everybody wins a prize. I hope that people win multiple prizes. My neighbor last year, Adam, he won 5. So if you can beat Adam.
Whoa, that's some
Also,
luck.
Brian Ernst, he has also won several. I believe he may have won 4 or 5 as well. So we got to outbeat Brian and Adam this year. Who can win 4 or 5?
There you go.
And take home some big prizes. So we have a Yeti cooler donated by our fellow mathlete that we have not met, Eric, from Austin, Texas, MJ. So she's running with Jenna in Austin. And they got us a Yeti cooler. So that is one of our big prizes that is coming to the August 2nd. So if you want a Yeti cooler.
We should actually shout out a pod fam, Alyssa Pinozzi, who works at Revd. She has donated what we're going to call it one of our grand prizes, a $1,000 valued prize for an entire studio ride.
Oh my God.
Yes. She has also offered, we got to figure out the logistics, but we might have a charity ride at her studio where you guys can show up and ride the bikes. And with us, we got to work out the details on that. We think that might be, we're working out the details because that's in Boston. So it's like, what's the right time, the right day, the right time of day to go? Do we think we can get a lot of people from New Hampshire? We're going to see. We're going to email her back and see like, okay, if the studio can hold 50, but we can only really get 20, are we able to fill the other 30 somehow? Like we're working on those things. I have stepped up to the plate late, but I am now reaching out to many brands like her and like my race tats. And even like I reached out to Relay Goods. I'm going to drop their name. I reached out to Relay Goods. I hope they put something out there. And Erika has a family member who works at UFOs. So I'm working on Erika to work on her UFOs contact, and that would be pretty sweet. As Jen
big
there
fans
has
of
the
UFOs
UFOs
over here.
And yeah, I'm wicked excited to try out Firefly Recovery. I really am. So this has been amazing. These brands have really stepped up. For those of you who can't make the raffle night, we will think of something to have you and keep you involved. A virtual gift maybe, or a virtual like just prize, like money. Everybody likes money. We could just do like, hey, win $100, buy a ticket for $5. I don't know. We'll work on those. And we are also going to have squares, which I thought you could only do squares around football, but apparently that's not true. Jen's going to help me out, and me and Chelsea and Jen, we're going to have a square, like 200 squares.
Yeah,
And some big
200
prizes.
squares. We're going to sell them for $10. We might have more Mathletes involved in it, but confirmed me, you, and Chelsea. We're going to sell 200 squares, $10 squares to win $200. So we'll send out more details on that either late June, early July. So look for it around July 4th. And I'll probably pick our winners either at the raffle or right around that same time in August. So give us a month or so to get to sell 200 squares, which is a huge challenge for us. So I think we can handle 200 squares. I think we have 200 people that are willing to donate $10 to win $200, and it goes to a great cause for Force Charities. So,
yeah. So you guys rock. You guys all rock. I want to thank the entire pod fam who has always helped and supported us, whether it's through Patreon or liking and sharing and subscribing and supporting all our guests we've had on the podcast like Jennifer before. So guys, thank you so much. Look in the show notes for all the links in the future for my New York City fundraising, for Erika's Chicago fundraising, for Team Force, for the raffle night, everything we're going to have. Go check out, click the affiliate link for My Race Tats. Get yourself some My Race Tats because 15% of all their sales, when you click that link, are going to go towards Team Force. And look for more of those in the coming weeks as more brands, we hope, step up as we've asked them to be part of this. And instead of just giving a discount or giving us a little bit of money, let's make it worth everyone's while. You buy their product, they'll give you a portion of their sale. I think that's a really fun way to fundraise money. So this was awesome. Jen, I can't let you go without asking my final question because you haven't been on the podcast since last year. And last year I would ask you for a Code Brown commandment, but I've changed my question up. You know now that On the Runs is going to host an epic pasta dinner at the end of the year with all our 2025 guests. Now it's virtual, it's imaginary, whatever. We can really do this. But you get to bring a +1. You can bring anyone in the world, alive or dead. Who are you going to bring as your +1 to our On the Runs pasta dinner?
Alive or dead? So I've been told that I look like Sandra Bullock when she was in Speed. So I would love to meet her in person so she could go. And then if she's like having a movie about like her life, maybe I could play her when she was like in her 30s.
Yes. That'd be great. She's on. Is she originally from Vermont?
I think like she's a Northeast. No.
Yeah.
She's a Northeasterner. Yes.
Yeah.
I think she's from like Northeast area. But
How did
yeah,
I not
I've been
know
told
that?
like bartending that I look like her. So I think it'd be really cool. I also dressed up like her and my grandma, like Betty White from The Proposal. And we did the dance to the windows, to the walls. Yes, I taught my grandma that dance. So yes, so that'd be really cool.
So she's originally actually from Virginia, a suburb of
Virginia.
Washington, D.C. I think maybe she vacations in Vermont a lot or something. But I remember both those Speed movies. They were great. So I think that's cool. It'll be amazing to have her there. She's so cool.
If you can get that to happen, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
We'll pull some strings.
We'll make it happen. I love that you picked her. That's pretty cool. And you would do a kick-ass job playing her in a movie.
I feel like I'm a little short. I would have to wear like taller shoes. I feel like she's a tall lady.
She does look tall, but you know, it's the movies. You can make movie magic happen. This was a lot of fun. Erika, thanks for entertaining me here on a fundraising episode. Episode 167.
It was really, really cool to hear what you guys have going on. You guys are set up very well to hit your goals, and I hope you do so sooner rather than later, just so you have no stress and you guys can relax and focus on your training and just have a blast with the rest of the Mathletes.
Yeah, and Erika is going to do the pie in the face option. She chose that. So we're going to have a couple pies, maybe 3 or 4. And
I better get a cut of this for my charity, okay, you guys?
Yeah,
I'm getting a
absolutely.
pie in the face.
Oh, we could totally.
That's my thing.
We'll do something fun like that, like
yeah.
donate for pie in
How
the
did
face.
I
And
end up with?
I will let you throw pie in my face if I get to throw one in
That's
yours.
what the pie in the face is. Like people put money into a pot, and whoever pot wins, they get pied in the face. So we can do that at the raffle. So
I like that. I already know who's going to get the pie in the face, but I support it.
You're
I support
the
it.
one last thing I have to say, I know everyone doesn't always have the funds to donate to charity, or they're already donating to another charity. The biggest thing people can do to support us is sharing our link, sharing with friends and family. And yes, every dollar counts, but one extra share to somebody that might not be affiliated with us or know us is just an extra addition to supporting too. So invite a friend, share that link on their social media is a great support and great help to our cause too.
And let's add this too. If you have a cool product or something, like Patrick, when he learned I was doing this, he donated his book, and he actually threw in two $50 gift cards for Barnes and Noble as well. If you have a cool product, or if you're a carpenter and you make your own wine racks and you want to donate that, we'll happily accept. If you're just like, hey, I can't make it, but you know what? I'm going to go and buy a Millennium Running gift card, and you guys can throw it in a basket. We'll happily accept that too. This is a team effort from everybody. If you can't make the night, we'll find a way to make you feel involved, especially through the podcast. We're going to hopefully record live from one of the yoga nights, and I hope to have that be one of the yoga nights before the raffle night. And then we'll do something fun to activate this in August after, because one interesting thing, Erika, is we have to make our fundraising goals by September 1st.
Wow.
2 months before the marathon. We don't have until like 2 weeks after. We have to make our goals 2 months before.
Wow. Yeah, that's a time limit. That is a little bit of a time crunch, but you guys have it. You guys will get there. You're doing the work.
I'll tell you this. You know what it allows, though? It allows 2 months of no stress.
Exactly.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
They want you to focus on your training after that point. They're like, "Oh, you've been stressing about this for 6 months already. Time to get on the running part."
Yep. Well, this was a lot of fun. Jen, thanks for coming back on the pod. Thanks for doing this with me. Thank you for all you've done. You're a kick-ass rock star of a fundraiser. And we'll be talking more now that Boston Weeks is over. Things have calmed down a little bit on the podcast. We're going... Let's not forget, Erika is running Chicago in honor of her brother for the American Suicide Foundation of Suicide Prevention, right?
Close.
I got it right. Like, let's not forget.
That's a great cause.
Yeah.
Great cause too.
Let's not forget. And yes, she has already surpassed her goal within 6 hours of announcing it. So.
Thank you.
But she's still fundraising, and you can still donate to her too. So the boys have just run in my room. That means it is time to go. Jennifer, thank you. Erika, thank you. Take us home.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Just make sure you check out the Team Force fundraising pages. You know we love you.
Don't fear the code brown.
And don't forget to stretch.